Unlike any other vehicles in the automotive industry, heavy-duty trucks are capable of calibration changes, meaning we can do things like change the top engine RPM or the top vehicle speed. In order to access these changes, click on the Calibrations tab. This tab is available from any other menu. You can see we're going to access the Calibrations tab from the Engine Data menu. So we're going to click on that tab now in order to load the calibration screen. After touching the Calibrations tab, on the left-hand side will appear any computers that happen to have been ID'd for this particular scan. So on this truck we ID'd engine and anti-lock brakes, and those are the modules that appear. Also notice that they say Bendix and Max Force. If we ID'd either one of these modules through heavy-duty standard, they would appear, but no calibrations would be available. Calibrations are only available when we have OEM-style software loaded. When we choose the Engine Calibrations tab on the top left-hand corner of the screen, it will load the engine cals. Starting at the bottom of this screen, you can see we can change governed engine RPM with the engine speed control, also add an idle shutdown timer, among others. You can also click the next page, which is what we're going to do to see what other calibrations are available. On page 2 of the Calibrations tab for the engines, you can see road speed limiting. And that's a very common limiter, so that's the one we're going to change today. So we touch road speed limiting in order to open this menu. The road speed menu has several choices. You can see on top, road speed limiting control mode, and it's enabled. This can be turned on and off. If you simply don't want a vehicle speed governor, you can turn road speed limiting off. There's also engine speed limit with a VSS fault, so this is if the VSS reads 0, how fast can the engine rev? And the one that we're going to mess with on the bottom is maximum vehicle road speed, and it is currently set for 67 miles per hour. We're going to touch on it to open it. Once we've opened the menu, we see that the current value is 67 miles per hour, and that we can punch in a new number anywhere between 1 and 128 miles per hour. Now that's kind of funny because we might not have the engine horsepower or the gear to get that fast, but the truck is programmable within that range. Also on the bottom is the tattletale to let you know how many times someone has made this adjustment. So if you touch on the box, a keyboard will appear and we can punch in our new number. And so we put in 57 miles per hour and then click Update in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. After we click Update, it returns us to the road speed menu. You can see that our max road speed now is 10 miles an hour less at 57 miles per hour. And in order to make this program stick on this particular truck, we're going to have to hit the Program button in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. At this point, if the vehicle requires a password, a box will open up and we'll have to punch that password in order to proceed. Let's look at one more calibration before we leave this menu. So we're going to advance to page 2, and on the very bottom of the screen you'll see engine fan control. We're going to click on that to open it. And you see here we can change the time that the temperature rather that the fan can turn on and turn off. And right now the fan turns off at 204 degrees, but I want to change that to keep it from short cycling. So we're going to change it to 195. So we punch 195 in the box, and now you see my fan will turn on at 212 and turn off at 195. Bendix Brakes also allows some calibrations. You can see from this menu we can do some system configuration changes as well as tire configuration changes. In the System Config menu, we can change the number of sensors and modulators that are going to be used on this particular truck. For tire sizes, it allows us to change the revolutions per mile. So if we were to change tire size on a particular vehicle, we can make those changes in the anti-lock brake system in order for it to continue functioning properly. This concludes our segment on the calibration menu inside your Snap-on ProLink Ultra.